This episode of Against the Odds is brought to you by Card Kingdom. To pick up the deck and support the show, follow the link in the description box down below. Hello everyone, it's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Against the Odds. So last week, we had a mixed Against the Odds poll, and in the end, we had kind of a surprising victor in a really tight battle with a bunch of other options. Scapeshift for Standard came out on top. So today, we are heading to Guilds of Ravnica Standard to play a deck that I'm calling Multani Thud Scapeshift, basically looking to find a way to turn Scapeshift into a game-winning combo piece, and it takes a bit of finagling, some weird additions to the deck, but when things go right, I hope we can do some really crazy things. So a quick reminder before we break down Multani Thud Scapeshift for Standard. If you enjoy this deck, and you enjoy Against the Odds in general, it would be amazing of you if you could take a second, click that subscribe button down at the bottom of your screen. It's a great way to support the channel and the site for free. So let's talk Scapeshift for Standard, starting with Scapeshift itself. So you might know this card from Modern, where it is a game-ending combo piece with Valaka, unfortunately, or maybe fortunately for the health of Standard, but we don't have any two-card combos for Scapeshift in the Standard format. So basically what you do, you cast Scapeshift, you can sack any number of lands, and then you search for that many lands, put them on the battlefield tapped. So it was kind of a weird way to like fix your mana, I guess, in Standard. There's not anything super devastating that you can get with it, but the idea in this deck is we can turn Scapeshift into an incredibly powerful ramp spell, and also a really weird combo piece. So we have some real straightforward ramp as well. Grow from the Ashes, Circuitous Root are really helpful with Scapeshift, because to maximize the power of Scapeshift, we want as many lands on the battlefield as possible. We have a total of 25 lands in this deck, so in theory, we can get up to like 10 or 12 lands on the battlefield, and if we Scapeshift, we are literally going to get every single land, or very close to it, out of our entire deck, which doesn't exactly ramp us by itself. We're trading 10 or 12 lands for 10 or 12 different lands. However, it does get all the lands out of our deck, which means we are going to not be drawing lands the rest of the game, and hopefully be drawing action instead. So part one of the deck, do a bunch of ramping, but how do we actually turn Scapeshift into a combo piece? And our first plan is really simple, to make it so we can get all of our lands back from the graveyard. If we can, let's say, get 10 lands on the battlefield in Scapeshift, we still have 10 lands on the battlefield. We also have 10 lands in our graveyard. So if we can get the third lore counter on Mending of Dominaria, we basically just double up our lands for 4 mana with our Scapeshift. We go from 10 lands to 10 lands, but then we get 10 lands back from our graveyard, so we have 20 lands, which is an absurd amount of mana to work with. We can also do it in an even jankier, and actually probably more effective for our deck way, with the help of World Shaper. So World Shaper, really weird card, hasn't really seen play at all in Standard. When it attacks, you get to mill 3 cards if you want to. The big deal is, when it dies, you get to put all land cards from your graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. So here, our idea is we can play World Shaper, maybe attack with it if we get a chance to hopefully mill some lands into the graveyard, and then when it dies, we not only get back whatever lands happen to be in our graveyard from World Shaper, but all the lands we sack to Scapeshift as well. And to make sure that we can kill our World Shaper, we have Thud in our deck. So Thud, sack a creature, deal damage to something equal to that creature's power. With World Shaper, it's only 3 damage, but it's still, I mean, like a lightning bolt essentially. But it is a way to make sure that we can get World Shaper into our graveyard to trigger that death ability and get back all of our lands. Because what we're trying to set up, the end result of all this, is Multani Yavmaya's avatar. So Multani is one of the strange creatures of Standard. Its power and toughness is essentially equal to not just all the lands we have on the battlefield, but all the lands that we have in our graveyard as well. So it's kind of a direct combo with Multani. If we go back to that, let's say we have 10 lands on the battlefield scenario. Let's say we have 10 lands on the battlefield. We have a Multani out. We cast Scapeshift. We sack those 10 lands. We get 10 new lands. that's doubling our Multani's power up to a 20-20, and obviously a 20-20 with reach and trample can just kill the opponent by attacking. We can even get back Multani from our graveyard, but Thud is our combo kill. So this is what we're trying to set up, is basically a scenario with a Scapeshift or two. We're going to have all of our lands out of our deck, either on the battlefield or in our graveyard, get down the Multani, Thud the Multani to 20 plus damage our opponent's face. So that's kind of the primary combo of the deck. If we can't win with Multani, we have a couple of backup synergies as well. Tethyova, really sweet with Scapeshift. We gain a life, draw a card whenever a land enters the battlefield. So something like Tethyova on turn 5, and then Scapeshift on turn 6 to sack 6 lands and get 6 new lands is going to draw 6 cards and gain us 6 life. So Scapeshift all of a sudden becomes a one-sided wheel of fortune, essentially, for just 4 mana that also gains us a bunch of life along the way, like a better Sphinx's Revelation if we have Tethyova out. And then Expansion Explosion does 2 different things. First off, we can just kill our opponent. We get all of our lands on the battlefield with our Scapeshifts and our land reanimation, 20 damage to our opponent's face with the explosion side. We can also use Expansion to copy our Thud. Maybe our Multani's only 10 power. We can cast the Thud, copy the Thud. We don't have to sack another creature. 2 Thuds of 10 damage each is a lot of damage going at our opponent's face. In a way, we can double up that damage and kill our opponent even quicker with Thud. Otherwise, we have a bunch of artifacts to generate card advantage. We have a risk in this deck that we just draw all ramp and don't find any of our payoffs. But Treasure Map, Azur's Gateway, Immortal Sun help minimize that potentiality. Also, Immortal Sun, really good at shutting down Planeswalkers, which is helpful. And then for removal, we have Deafening Clarion, Star of Extinction, so 7 sweepers, and also 1 copy of Lava Coil, just to get rid of annoying Arclight Phoenixes and such. As far as the mana base, pretty simple. Couple Archvaraskas, because we can tutor them up with Scapeshift, another way to draw cards with all of our mana. A bunch of buddy lands, a bunch of basic lands. In the sideboard, we got a ton of options. For aggro, we get a bunch more early game removal. Fiery Cannonade, River's Rebuke for more sweeper and pseudo sweepers. Banefire, Expansion Explosion, primarily for control matchups. Uncounterability, really helpful with Banefire. Expansion could be like a counter spell as well. And then for the control matchup, Ral Izzet Viceroy, Firemind's Research, repeatable card advantage and damage, negates and ionizes counters. And that is Multani Thud Scapeshift. And that's our Against the Odds deck for this week. So this one should be interesting. I'm a little nervous. We need some things to go right for our plan to work. If we happen to Scapeshift and don't find a way to reanimate all of our lands and don't find a Multani, we're kind of just spinning our wheels because we don't have like that Valakut, that just easy combo kill for Scapeshift. However, with our Multanis and our Tethyovas and our Expansion Explosions and all of our other combo pieces, we can do some really crazy things with this deck and hopefully turn Scapeshift into a game-ending combo piece even in Standard. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. Let's get to the gameplay, see if we can actually Scapeshift some people out of the game. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back in a bit with the wrap-up. All right, Against the Odds time. We are playing some Multani Thud Scapeshift, and opponent says, "Hi, Mom." They asked if they're on TV. 4 is for our opponent. This hand's fine, mostly because we have infinite ramp spells, and I mean, infinite ramp is good. Forest go. So we get to, like, Treasure Map. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Woodland Cemetery. Bonet. Ooh. Golgari, Glowspore Shaman. Fine Broker, Fine Finality. Alright. Looks like Golgari of some ilk. Immortal Sun. That's not a bad one. Well, play the island, play the treasure map, pass the turn. I think we're just going to go from the ashes this coming turn. Opponent gets in. Yup. Down to 17. Izareth. Man, Sweeper would be good at some point. That is a Star of Extinction. Well, play Rootbound Crag. Play Grow from the Ashes. Grab a Plains. Pass the turn. So next turn we can Root, and then next turn we can... Ew, Liliana. So much spice. Hits us. Gets in. Are we just going to be dead? That would be bad. Grow from the ashes. Alright, we'll keep it. Opponent hits us. I mean, we're basically counting on this Star of Extinction stabilizing us. Opponent hits us. We draw the ramp. We play the mountain. We keep ramping. Mountain Island. In theory, we go to 1. 2 from Liliana. They do hit a zombie. Down to 7. Opponent. Gonna go attacking. No reanimation. Alright. We drop to 1, unfortunately. Well, Scrywood Treasure Map. Rootbound Crag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To the... Let's just leave it on top. Untap. Draw the land. Play Rootbound Crag. Flip Treasure Map. Rootbound Crag to the bottom. Star of Extinction. 1 life is just sketchy. If they can go land Liliana here, we probably lose. Opponent. Stitcher Supplier. Okay. Mills 3 lands. Glowspore Shaman. We still could lose. We're back to needing to draw something. Gets back a land. Opponent passes. We draw. More land. Well, play Arch of Araska. Kill Glowspore. Okay. Deafening Clarion. Deafening Clarion. Pass the turn. Staying alive-ish. Wow. 1 life. 1 life. If we can get down this Immortal Sun, at least we don't immediately die to a Liliana. Oh boy. Scapeshift, come on, you can do it. Opponent. Troll. Okay, that's fine. Opponent passes. We draw. Scapeshift. Can we win here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we Multani. I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, okay, I think the plan is Star of Extinction. Ramp. Get a forest. Get a forest. Pass the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're so close to winning with Multani. Opponent. Glowspore Shaman. Mills. Gets back a land. Yep. Okay. Opponent. Passing. We draw. Scapeshift. Play Multani. Oh, we're just short of winning. Huh. Yeah, play the Immortal Sun. If they can kill Multani, we lose. Woodland Cemetery. Wow! Necrotic Wound! No! Oh. Wow. Alright. That was disappointing. Good golly. Okay. So opponents just playing stuff. We could have hit our opponent for 23 with Thud, but they had gained 4 random life with Liliana, which was keeping us from being able to win the game. Wow, that was brutal. That was the brutalist. Wow. Alright, bring in 1 more lava coil. Oh, that makes me want to cry. We were so close. Let's go down a World Shaper in this matchup. Cannonade sort of meh. Fight with Fire is probably good. Maybe we got to go down 1 more World Shaper. Try it like that. Oh, man. Oh, that was so close to what we wanted. That incidental life gain. All right. Well, we're on the play. This hand requires us to draw lands. We do have a lot of lands in this deck, though. Well, Hinterland Harbor. You. Wow, that was brutal. Found it. We don't really have any targeted graveyard hate. Overgrown Tomb. Untap down to 18. Stitcher Supplier. Mill those cards. Yup, opponent passes. Land, please. Alright. I'll play the Forest. We would like a red source. Or one of our ramp spells. Woodland Cemetery. Opponent. Yeah, it's in for 1. Down to 19. Graveyard Marshal. And passes. Fight with fire. Not good here. Swamp for our opponent. Goes to combat. Gets in. Yup. Our mana base is sort of betraying us. Opponent. Thinking. Stitcher Supplier, part 2. Mill some stuff. Fine Finality. Oh, come on, deck. Be good. Be good. Alright, well. I mean, Forest lets us play World Shaper. We still don't have red mana, which is our biggest problem. Opponent. Attacks. Well, trade with Graveyard Marshal. Take 2. Yep, no lands. Opponent. Troll. We draw. Green mana. Well, play Mending a Dominaria. Get back World Shaper. We milled 2 non-lands. We have not hit a ramp spell, and we have not hit colored mana. And we are just getting beaten down by by some random creatures. Glowspore Shaman. Mill some cards. Opponent. Gets in. 4-7. Down to 6. Opponent passes. No land. Mill 2 lands. I believe this does it. Play World Shaper. But I believe we're just dead now. That was a brutal one. Yeah, opponent discards, keep Troll alive. Grows the Troll. And we are dead. Oh boy! Scapeshift, Multani. That first one was brutal. The second game, our deck just does not cooperate. Magic Gods displeased. That first one, boy, I wanted to win that one. Alright, against the odds time, we are Scapeshifting in Standard, and, okay. I mean, we got some removal. Hopefully it's a creature-y deck. Yeah, we'll keep. I mean, removal, ramp, Teyova. That's fine. Opponent's doing some mulliganing. No Scapeshift at the moment. Opponent. Forest. And passes. Well, Rootbound Crag. You. Forest for our opponent. Passes. Ooh, there's a Scapeshift. Man, if we can just Teyova into Scapeshift, that's a big game. Forest for our opponent. Elvish Rejuvenator. Getting the ramp on. Yup. Finds a Woodland Stream. Passes. Well, let's Hinterland Harbor. Grow from Ashes. Grab a Plains. Pass the turn. So we're going to try to just Teyova into Scapeshift, ideally. Opponent passes. Play the Mountain. Run out Teyova. Pass the turn. Opponent. Passes. Ooh, Mending of Dominaria. Well, play Rootbound Crag. Get in with Teyova. Opponent blocks. Let's wait. Let's play it safe in Mending of Dominaria. Mill, ooh, couple lands, okay. This gives us some cover if our opponent finds a way to deal with our Scapeshift. Time to draw some cards. Treasure Map. Mill, Landscape Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Play the Forest. Draw a card. Float all of our mana. Scapeshift. Sack all of our lands. This is pretty much how we drew it up. Get back all of our lands. Yep, get a bunch of lands. Draw 7, gain 7. And then we will Well, actually, let's just kill Llanowar Elves. Kill Llanowar. Get in with Tetyova. Pass the turn, discard the rest of our lands. And also... yeah, I guess a random ramp spell. I mean, in theory, we should just win next turn. We get back all of our lands, which is going to draw us, like, our entire deck. Uh-huh. Oh, come on. Multani Thud. Multani Thud is what we're looking for. All right. Draw some cards. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. So I think we can win. Play Hinterland Harbor. Draw a card. Get in with Tetyova. Hit our opponent. Opponent's at 14. Yeah, so Explosion. 1, 2, so Explosion for 14? Yeah. I mean, yeah, okay, that works. We didn't find our Multani to actually thud the win, but that was successful. That is pretty much what we were hoping would happen. Well, against our opponent's deck, I think we need to go down Deafening Clarions and go up Counterspells. I'm assuming this is like an Omniscience style deck. Expansion Explosion is fine. We can go down Immortal Sun. Maybe we just run it like this. All right. So we are on the draw. All right. I mean, we do like lands in this deck. Hopefully we draw some things to go with them. Forest for our opponent. Llanowar Elves. Forest, Goo. Opponent, Forest. And Rejuvenator. Whiff. No land for you. Memorial. Okay, Rootbound Crag go. Yeah, we're off to a slow start, and our opponent's ramp is working pretty well. Opponent, Beats down, 4-2. Tap land. And Thrashing Brontodon. Well, playing Hinterland Harbor, pass the turn. Yeah, we're a bit far behind the curve. Opponent, Beats down. Well, we will take it. Yup. Forest. Wayward Swordtooth. Well, yeah, we are going to counter that. We just got to stop anything we can at this point. I'll play the mountain, play root, grab island, mountain. We'll see. Pass the turn. We might just be too far behind. Opponent's got a lot more creatures than I thought. Opponent gets in. Oh boy, leaving back Llanowar. Mending of Dominaria. Yep. Gets back Swordtooth, passes. I'll play World Shaper. At least this stops some of the beats. Play Sun Petal Grove, pass the turn. Opponent, Mending. There's Overflowing Insight. Gets back a Rejuvenator. Swordtooth. City's Blessing. Land. Rejuvenator. Another land. Opponent. And they get back 2 lands next turn. Gets in for 3. I think we need to draw Starve Extinction. Scapeshift. Well, play the Forest. Tap all of our mana. Scapeshift. Sack all of our lands. Get all new lands. Yep. So new lands achieved. Play World Shaper number 2. Pass the turn. Alright, well hopefully our opponent has nothing. They get back 2 lands. If they have Omniscience and Overflowing Insight, things go bad really quick. Oh, opponent's going to take the slow plan. Sacks Memorial, draws cards, gets back the lands. Well, they're not comboing off this turn, that's for sure. Hinterland Harbor. Swordtooth, part 2. Llanowar Elves. Star of Extinction is still our best draw. Opponent passes. Mending of Dominaria. Well, play the Forest. Block. Kill this. Block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, well. I guess we're doing this now while our opponent's tapped down. So, kill Swordtooth. Draw 5. Yikes. Pass the turn. Those were not the cards we were hoping for. Alright, what do you got about it? Oh, we hit all ramp. Opponent. Draws some cards. Rejuvenator. Tap land. Opponent. Are they going to attack? No attacks. Treasure map. Well, Lava Coil Brontodon. Opponent has negate. Play Mending of Dominaria. Opponent blows it up. They must be ready to combo. Play the forest. Play treasure map. Pass the turn. Alright, are we dead? Are we getting comboed? Opponent. Well, draw some cards. Okay. Not sure why we're alive. Opponent. These World Shapers are really holding down the fort because our opponent does not want to give us back all of our lands. 7 mana. Oh, Overflowing Insight. Alright, well, I guess this is our turn to find something. Because our opponent just drew an entirely new hand of cards. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opponent. Passing. Well, treasure map. Plains definitely bottom. We do not need even more lands. Yeah, now we're most likely dead. Opponent. Passing. Well, treasure map. Azur's Gateway bottom. Draw. Thud. Thud does not do enough. Well, let's draw a card. World Shaper. Pass the turn. Opponent. All we can do now is just bluff a counter. That's our only reasonable play. Island for our opponent. Thrashing Brontodon. Blows up treasure map. The Mending of Dominaria. Opponent's got a lot of counters. We probably cannot actually play Scapeshift in this matchup, as sad as that sounds. Brontodon again. Opponent. Passing. Well, we're not dead yet. We draw. Starve Extinction. Well, I mean, we're going to try it. Yeah, I mean, Starve Extinction. Blow up a land. Opponent has the negate. Yeah, tons of counters. Alright, well, pass the turn. Opponent gets back something. Yup. Thinking. Playing a land. Brontodon. Part million. Opponent. Harpooner. Sure, just keep running stuff out. Yeah, opponent's draw has a lot more counters than we do. Llanowar Elves. Mending of Dominaria. Mending of Dominaria is not very good, unfortunately. There's too many Planeswalkers that just blow it up. Opponent passes. We draw nothing, and we will scoop it up. Well, that was awkward. That was a little bit awkward. Infinite counters makes this I don't know what we do. It seems weird to be like, oh, we're the Scapeshift deck, and we're going to side out with Scapeshift, but I honestly don't know if we can keep in Scapeshift in this matchup. Alright, yeah, we're taking out Scapeshift. So now we're just kind of like a bad ramp deck, I guess. Well, we get to play first. I mean, we'll keep this. Teyova is good. One thing about our opponent's deck is it does not seem to be playing removal. It seems to be just 100% counters. So if we actually get down Teyova, probably pretty unlikely that our opponent can interact with it in a meaningful way. Alright, so Forest, go. Opponent. Tap land. And passes. Well, Rootbound Crag, go. Opponent. Land and Llanowar Elves. Well, playing Hinterland Harbor, grow from the ashes. Grab a mountain. Pass the turn. Opponent. Tap land. Passes. Well, play Sun Petal Grove. Play Mending of Dominaria. Opponent has a counter. Well, opponent's down to 4 cards. Tap land. And if we resolve this Teyova... Alright, Teyova resolving. That's pretty big game. Opponent finds a land. Gets in for 1. Down to 19. Well, we are playing Teyova. Playing the island. Drawing, gaining. Pass on the turn. Opponent. Carnage Tyrant. Well, that's a big old boy. Opponent. Passing. I'll play Arch of Araska. Gain a life, draw a card. Kick a grow from the ashes. Mountain Island. Gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. Play Root. get Plains and Forest. Gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. Ooh. And that is Star of Extinction. Alright, pass the turn. That is one of the cards we were looking for. That gets rid of big old Carnage Tyrant. Opponent gets in. Yup. We just gotta find a way to sneak it through the counters. Oh, alright. Well, that's less of a concern. Mending a Dominaria mills some stuff. And a negate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's think about this. Step 1, Hinterland Harbor. Draw a card, gain a life. Step 2, Star of Extinction. Step 3, Ral. Take up Ral. Get a Grow from the Ashes. Alright, pass the turn. I mean, our opponent is eventually going to get back all their cards with Mending of Dominaria. All their lands. Ooh. Missing lands there is nice. That means our opponent's only got 2 lands in the graveyard. They might have to just get Rejuvenator to try to find lands. We kind of don't want to play this Immortal Sun with our 1 Ral on the battlefield. Should help us find our Multani, though. Opponent. Yup. Gets back Carnage Tyrant. Rejuvenator. Sure. Gets Memorial. Opponent passes. Well, take up Ral. Take a... take a Treasure Map. Play Azur's Gateway. Loot with Azur's Gateway. That's a Banefire. Get rid of... Forest. Kick a Grow from the Ashes. Land. Play a Treasure Map. Play a land. Pass the turn. How big of a Banefire can we cast here? So opponent gets back 2 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not quite lethal. Opponent does get to Carnage Tyrant again if they want to. Opponent gets in. Hits Ral. Sure. Carnage Tyrant returns. Well, scry with Treasure Map. Lava Coil bottom. Opponent passes. Upkeep. Scry with Treasure Map. Arch Varaska bottom. There's our Thud. I'll take up Ral. More Thuds. I'll take the Thud. Loot with Gateway. There's Multani! Finally! Alright. Get rid of the Immortal Sun. Play a land. Play Multani. Oh no. Mistapping. I think we could have won there, actually. If we left up red, we could have Thud Multani and then Banefired for the rest. I mean, this is pretty fine, though. Multani shuts down Carnage Tyrant. I mean, we had to take out our Scapeshifts, which is sad, but Multani's still being good. Opponent. Mending of Dominaria. Yeah, we're not going to counter that. I don't really care. Mill some stuff. No creature. Rejuvenator, sure. And I mean, that should do it. We should be able to thud our way through now. Opponent. Passing. So upkeep. Treasure Map. Negate to the top. Alright, we got it. Play the land. Take up Ral. Take a Star of Extinction. So now we just Thud Multani for 18. Yes. Get back Multani. Bouncing 2 lands. Cast Multani. And then Thud Multani for 16. And that does it. Well, sadly, we had to take out our Scapeshifts, but fortunately, we managed to combo off, and, oh man, other matchups will be sweeter with Scapeshift, hopefully. Well, we got the win in the weird ramp mirror. Sweet. Alright, against the odds time, we are Scapeshifting in Standard, and, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it works. Sacking all of our lands, risky business. Easy choices. No lands. Yeah. Gotta mulligan this one. Alright, going to 6. Oh boy. Wow. How is this possible? All 4 Hinterland Harbors, and every land is tapped. I think we're actually going to 5. That hand is really bad. Alright. Well, we'll keep the Forest. I'm not excited about this hand, but, I mean, we have more counters. Someday we'll play a non-blue deck. Someday. I swear. Forest go. Opponent. Ops. Sulfur Falls, and passes. Well, this might be another one of those classic sideboard out our Scapeshift matchups. Opponent ops. Oh dear. Give us Golgari, give us Boros, give us something. Selesnya. Something without blue. Opponent. Island. And passes. Well, Hinterland Arbor, go. I mean, next turn we can start casting magic cards. I expect they will get countered. Oh, maybe this is Drakes. Control doesn't usually play Radical Idea. This is probably Izzet Drakes. And we're probably going to die to a Crackling Drake. There's a Drake. Well, play the Forest. Play World Shaper. Pass the turn. Well, our opponent probably does not have many main deck counters. Lava Coil. That's a clean answer. But we also are not doing well at killing this Crackling Drake. Opponent gets in for 5. I'll play Arch Varaska. Kick a Grow from the Ashes. Mountain. And we basically have to draw a removal spell. And that's assuming we are actually alive. Well, we did mold a 5. Arclight Phoenix. Alright. So, it's pretty much Starve Extinction or bust here. Opponent gets in. Starve Extinction. World Shaper. Too many World Shapers. Alright. Well, we did mold a 5, which is not a good way to beat anyone. Unfortunately, now our opponent can bring in counters. So, Lava Coil in. He ionizes in. Deafening Clarion is not super exciting, since our opponent has a million 4 toughness creatures. Fight with Fire is reasonable. Can we keep our Scapeshifts? They can sideboard in a lot of counters. We can go down in Immortal Sun. Scapeshift. What do we do about Scapeshift? Let's go up a Ral for a Scapeshift. We'll leave a couple. We'll leave 3 Scapeshifts. Counter matchups, not what we want to see, though. We get to play first. Okay. Sounds interesting. Forest, go. Treasure map should help make sure we hit our lands at least. Island. Opponent passes. Well, mountain. Treasure map. Pass the turn. Opponent ops. Untaps. Mountain. And passes. Well, scry with treasure map. We'll keep Sunpetal Grove. Play Sunpetal Grove. Pass the turn. Opponent ops. And mountain. Chart a course. Discards a mountain. Alright. Well, opponent passes. We get to treasure map scry. We would have been hitting lands the whole time, but play Arch of Varaska, pass the turn. Sulfur Falls for our opponent. And, okay. Arclight Phoenix, not as bad as some of the other options. Opponent gets in. Passes. Well, let's flip treasure map. Thud, definitely bottom. Expansion Explosion. Well, let's play World Shaper. Pass the turn. Opponent. Electromancer. Tormenting Voice. Okay. Island. Radical Idea. And Radical Idea. Another Phoenix. Okay. Well, we're taking 6. Opponent gets in. Yep. Down to 11. We untap. Scapeshift. Well, let's start by attacking. Mill 3. Oh my god, 0 lads. Okay. Well, Scapeshift. Sack all of our lands. Get new lands. Thud. Kill Electromancer. Sack World Shaper. Combo, sorta. Get back some lads. But our opponent still got 2 Phoenixes that I'm not sure what we do about. Steam Vents tapped. Electromancer, part 2. Opponent gets in. Yep. Down to 5. Well, we untap. Play the Forest. Star of Extinction. Blow up Sulphur Falls. Opponent negates. Well, I mean, this is all we can do. Copy negate. Target negate. Alright. Pass the turn. If our opponent can't get back their phoenixes, we're still pretty dead. Very dead. Steam Vents. Whew, tapped and passes? Okay. We're staying alive. We draw. Island. I'll play the Immortal Sun. Play Mending of Dominaria. Get back a World Shaper. Pass and hope. Actually, let's play the land. I mean, if they can get back their stuff, we're dead. Opponent. No cantrips. Land. Oh, passing. Okay, staying alive. We get to draw 2. World Shaper. Thud. We mill. Get back a World Shaper. I'll start by drawing a card. Star of Extinction. Well, let's World Shaper. And World Shaper. Pass the turn. Hope for no whammies. Opponent. Crackling Drake. As long as it doesn't have haste, we're okay. We could not find a Multani. That would shut down the air a bit. Opponent. Tapping, untapping. Alright, opponent passes. We draw Gateway. We draw land. We get back land. We go to combat, attack. Mill. Scapeshifts, expansion explosion, mill. Well, Arch of Araska. Opponent takes it. Play Azur's Gateway. If we find Multani, we can win here, potentially. Ooh, Lava Coil. Well, get rid of World Shaper. Lava Coil. Draw. So many World Shapers. Hinterland Harbor. Multani. Or, World Shaper. Pass the turn. Oh, no Drakes. No Phoenixes. No death. Oh, that's exactly what we needed to not see. Here comes the Phoenixes. Radical idea. Radical idea. Oh, we were so close. Island. Yup. And that does it. Wow. Wow. Oh, we were so close. Ah. Wow. Well, that's a power Arclight Phoenix, I guess. We'll get him next time. Alright. Against the odds time, we are Scapeshifting in Standard, and we're going to keep this, I think. Only 2 lands. Alright, there's land number 3. Forest, Goo. Blue-black Control. I wonder how this goes. Opponent. Grixis Control. Sulphur Falls. And passes. Well, play the Mountain. Play Azur's Gateway. Pass the turn. Definitely expecting some big ol' dragons. Sulphur Falls for our opponent. And passes. Play Sun Petal Grove. Play Grow from the Ashes. Alright. Counterspell. Part 1. Sinister Sabotage. Leaves a card on top. Yup. Opponent passes. Follow up. Thought Eraser. Well, opponent's got some options. We really want that to resolve. We could have got a land looted and then played Mending of Dominaria. All those things would have been good. Opponent decides on Mending of Dominaria. Leaves the card on top and passes. Alright, well, this is a pretty easy choice. Let's root. Take Island Mountain. Pass the turn. Opponent passes. Scapeshift. Oh man, so close to being good. Now, let's loot with Gateway. Get rid of Deafening Clarion. Play the Forest. I don't really want to play anything into a counter. Let's just pass. Opponent passing. I mean, with us being ahead on lands and looting each turn, doing nothing does favor us. You know, loot with Gateway. Get rid of... Let's get rid of World Shaper for now. Play Hinterland Harbor. Pass the turn. Opponent. Up to 7 cards in hand. Passes. Alright, let's pass the turn. I mean, we basically just want to catch our opponent tapped out and Expansion Explosion. Dragon Skull Summit. Opponent, still passing. Alright, loot. Get rid of the forest. We're getting kind of close to flipping. Opponent passes. Hinterland Harbor. Well, play Hinterland Harbor. Pass the turn. Opponent. Alright, the time has come. Let's Explosion at our opponent's face. Draw 5. Hit our opponent for 5. Yup. And now we'll discard Scapeshift. Well, we have a Thud and we have Multani. Opponent plays a land. Passes. Discards. Well, let's kick a Grow from the Ashes. Island and Forest. Yeah, Island, Forest. Root. Forest, Plains. Play Sun Petal Grove. Pass the turn. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're a land away from one-shotting with Multani. Assuming our opponent eventually taps out. Chemister's Insight. The good news is we're way ahead on mana. Swamp for our opponent. And passes. Well, let's Azur's Gateway. Get rid of Deafening Clarion. Arch of Araska's not bad. That lets us draw even more cards. So, play Arch of Araska. Play World Shaper. Pass the turn. We just gotta wait for the right moment, and we get the combo kill. Opponent. Blink of an eye on Azur's Gateway. Well, draw a card. Loot. Get rid of Grow. Yep, opponent bounces it. Come on, tap out. Tap out for Doom. Opponent. Nicole Bolas. Discard Scapeshift. This is looking like it might not be a Scapeshift game. Tap land. I mean, we're going to go for it. If they got a negate, they got a negate. Opponent passes. So, play Arch of Araska. Play Azur's Gateway. See if it draws the counter. No. Well, play Multani. And then Thud Multani. I bet you weren't expecting that, Grixis Dragons. Well, oh man, these counter matchups, it's so challenging to actually cast a Scapeshift because of the counters. If we sacrifice all of our lands only to have Scapeshift get countered, it is so bad. Like, literally just, we lose the game bad. So bring in Expansion Explosion, bring in Banefire, bring in Ral, Firemind's Research, Ionizes, Negates. Go down Deafening Clarions. And I think we gotta cut Scapeshifts, honestly. Like, I feel bad saying that, but in a world where our opponent's playing a million counters and probably has even more counters that we have not seen yet, we just, we can't do it. We just can't do it. So we gotta go into bad ramp mode. Alright, bad ramp mode. We'll keep the Lava Coil, we'll keep our combo kill. Starve Extinction's fine. Big burn spells. Run it like that. I mean, it's a little disappointing, but what can you do? What can you do? Not every deck in Standard is a infinite counter deck. Alright, we'll keep this. Only 2 lands, but we have some good sideboard cards. Sulphur Falls. An island would be insane. Alright, Rootbound Crag, go. Well, any land would be fine. We would not complain. Swamp for our opponent. Hinterland Harbor. Okay, that's good. That is a land. Opponent. Drowned Catacombs. And, Thief of Sanity. Good God. Life is bad. Well, play Firemind's Research. Play Rootbound Crag. Pass the turn. Yeah, now we're in pretty sketchy territory, thanks to this Thief of Sanity stealing our good cards. Oh boy. Alright, Thief of Sanity gets in. Yup. Steals a card. Ugh. That is not what we were hoping for. Mills some lands. Takes whatever non-land there was. Watery Grave. Untapped. Oh dear. Nicole Bolas. Well, we will discard Immortal Sun. Yeah, we're just way too far behind now. Play Sun Petal Grove. Pass the turn. This has been a little brutal. Opponent. Gets in, steals our cards. Maybe we need more answers to Thief of Sanity. Down to 12. Mills some stuff, steals some stuff, passes. Alright. And yeah, well, that was a quick one. Thief of Sanity, good at spiraling games out of control, especially on the play. Maybe we over-sideboarded for control and did not keep enough ways to deal with... Being on the play is good, though. Let's go down another World Shaper. I think we want the Shivan Fires. Go up the Shivan Fires and maybe the Lava Coil. Alright, let's go down all the World Shapers. Alright, try it like that. Try it like that. Non-counter matchup, please. Alright, we get to play first. Alright, I mean, this is not an exciting hand. However, we have Treasure Map into Lava Coil on Thief of Sanity. So that makes me very happy. Watery Grave. Tapped. Alright, well, I think it's Treasure Map time. Star of Extinction could be good eventually. Play Treasure Map. Pass the turn. Opponent. Sulfur Falls. Well, there goes our answer to Thief of Sanity. Yep. Takes Lava Coil. Yeah, let's just draw in case we hit ramp. Play the Plains. Pass the turn. Opponent. Drown Catacombs. Disinformation Campaign. That's obnoxious. Boy, I hate Disinformation Campaign. We will discard Sun Petal Grove. Well, that's Treasure Map. Grow from the Ashes. Yeah, we'll keep it. It is ramp. Opponent passes. We draw. So let's grow from the Ashes. No kicker. Grab a mountain. Play the island. Pass the turn. Opponent. Is this another Disinformation Campaign? It is. Good lord. Alright. Well, there goes Star of Extinction. This is not the dream scenario. Treasure Map. Forest to the bottom. Upkeep. Treasure Map. Immortal Sun. I guess we'll keep it. Draw Immortal Sun. Play the mountain. Play Immortal Sun. Pass the turn. I mean, we're out of cards. What do you got, opponent? Can you deal with our Immortal Sun? Opponent's got 7 cards. We have 0 cards. We are ahead on mana, though. Doom Whisperer. Well, that's a combo with Disinformation Campaign. We do get to draw 2 cards here, which is nice. Man, we could use that Star of Extinction. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Can we kill this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Alright, well, that's the plan. So let's Explosion. Doom Whisperer. Draw cards. That was a good draw. Wow, that refills our hand and kills Doom Whisperer. X is 6. Yeah, alright. Doom Whisperer. See you later. Opponent's gonna start surveilling. That undoes a lot of our opponent's work, though. Yup, mills some stuff, triggers Disinformation Campaigns. Still going, down to 16. Our opponent puts themselves at risk of getting Banefired or something as well. Surveils down to 14. Oh, the greed. The greed is real. Oh man, maybe we're going to win this. All right, we draw a bunch of cards. Let's play Rootbound Crag. Play Azur's Gateway. Pass the turn. All right, opponent. What do you got? What do you got? How did your surveilling do? Opponent. Duress. Okay. Got options. Got options. Takes Treasure Map. Follow up. Disinformation Campaign. Okay. We will discard a land. Dragon Skull Summit. Thought Eraser. Alright. Opponent went to town. Takes Negate. Picks up Disinformation Campaign. We're still drawing multiple cards a turn, though. We draw. Lava Coil. Ooh, Tetyova. Well, play Tetyova. Play Tetyova. Play Hinterland Harbor. Draw a card. Ramp. Give us ramp. Wow! They're done! They're done! They're done! It's too good! Scapeshift taking down Information Campaign. Whoa! Well, if you draw enough cards with your lands, people eventually give up. Man, that didn't even feel like a good matchup for us, but our jank came through. Whoo! Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right. against the odds time, we are mulliganing with Scapeshift in Standard. And, I mean, I guess this hand's reasonable. We have a Scapeshift. That's a card. Sacred Foundry. Tapped. Opponent. Passing. Well, play Hinterland Harbor. Pass the turn. Man, are we going to have to Scapeshift to fix our mana? Oh, it's Jeskai Control. Okay. Play the Forest. Pass the turn. Opponent. Untaps. Steam Vents. Tapped. Opponent. Passes. Well, play Arch Varaska. Play Root. Main deck Spell Pierce. Sure. Okay. Treasure Map. We have those in our deck. Opponent. Passes. Well, play the Forest. We'll pass. Opponent. Scries with Treasure Map. Opponent untaps. Glacial Fortress. Teferi, we got no answer, and we will scoop it up. Alright, well, main deck Spell Pierce. Alright, bring in control stuff. Scapeshift is so not great in control matchups. We're gonna have to cut some Scapeshifts, and I guess a couple World Shapers to go with it. Run it like that. Alright, we are on the play, and we got magic cards. We can't cast most of them, but we do have them. Hopefully we draw some red mana. Hinterland Harbor, go. Opponent, Sacred Foundry, passes. Well, Island, go. Opponent, Glacial Fortress. Gotta leave up that Spell Pierce. Well, Rootbound Crag, go. Well, there's red mana for the future league. Opponent ops. Opponent. Clifftop Retreat, passes. Well, Hinterland Harbor, go. Clifftop Retreat for our opponent. Passes. Well, Forest. Go. We're going to wait until our opponent plays something, I think, to try to get down Rail. Opponent. Passes. Well, Rootbound Crag. Play Treasure Map. Pass the turn. Opponent. Untaps. Rail. Well, we will counter your Rail. Opponent passes. Well, Treasure Map. Scry. We will keep Firemind's Research. That's not bad. It's kind of a weird Firemind's Research deck, but our ramp spells do trigger it. So play the Forest, play Firemind's Research, pass the turn. Hopefully next turn we can get down Rail. Opponent, Teferi. Well, let's keep countering. Treasure Map. Ooh. Well, we will keep Star of Extinction. Untap. Flip Treasure Map. Keep Grow from the Ashes. Play Ral. Take up Ral. Yeah, let's just take Forest. Play the Forest. Pass the turn. And I think we might be in decent shape here. Even if our opponent lands a Teferi, we're not in that bad a shape. Teferi. Draws with Teferi. Opponent. Untaps. Yep. Well, let's see what we find. We can Starve Extinction, but then we lose Ral. Ooh, negate. I'll take up Ral. And this should do it. Scapeshift or Forest? I think for now we need the Forest. Play the Forest. Kill Teferi, draw some cards. Yeah, kill Teferi, draw 5. Get a counter. Opponent negates. Well, we will negate the negate. And opponent scoops it up. Well, we did get to Scapeshift, but we managed to out-control the control deck. I mean, that was not horrible. Man, we'd love to get down an Immortal Sun against this deck. Run it back, run it back. This seems like our best setup. Okay. Not an exciting hand, but we do have an Immortal Sun. Forest, go. Banefire theoretically can deal with things. Sacred Foundry, tapped. Opponent passes. That's awkward. Firemind, or Hinterland Harbor, go. Firemind's Research is good, but we can't play it this turn. Island for our opponent. Passes. I'll play Rootbound Crag. Yeah, let's grow from the ashes. Take a island. Pass the turn. Siemens. Tapped. Opponent passes. I'll play the island. Play Firemind's Research. Pass the turn. Island for our opponent. And passes. World Shaper, eh? I'll play Sun Petal Grove. Play World Shaper. Alright, opponent's got Disdainful Stroke. Well, Immortal Sun would have got countered by the looks. Land for our opponent. Ixalan's Binding. Well, there goes Firemind's Research. Play Arch Varaska. I guess we just gotta pass. Opponent. Land. There's Teferi. Draws with Teferi. Opponent gets to untap. Yup. I'll play Rootbound Crag. Banefire Teferi. Pass the turn. Oh, please no more follow-ups. No Teferi. Oh, no. Second Teferi is an issue. Probably a game-ending issue. Treasure Map. Well, if Immortal Sun somehow resolves, we still have a bit of hope. A tiny bit, but it is hope. Play Sun Petal Grove. Play Immortal Sun. Alright. Well, hope it sticks. Pass the turn. Opponent gets to scry. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We also turned on City's Blessing. Scry's to the bottom. Opponent. If they have another Ixalan's Binding, things get worse. Upkeep Scry. Feels a bit desperate. Leaves it on top. So Desperation rewarded. Alright, it's an opt. Opponent opts. To the top. Opts. They just want them all to the top. Sulfur Falls. Opponent. Passes. Well, we get to draw extra cards. That's a Star of Extinction. Well, play Azur's Gateway. Oh yeah, it's 1 mana. Play Azur's Gateway. Loot with Azur's Gateway. Get rid of Lava Coil. Play Arch Varaska. Pass the turn. I think we gotta find some defense for Multani before we cast it. Opponent untaps. Treasure Map flips. Finding a counter would be pretty helpful. Land for our opponent. Niv Mizzet. Alright, well that can't be countered. Opponent. Passing. Draw with Arch. Scapeshift. Untap. Draw. Draw. Well, alright, let's Star of Extinction. Blow up Treasure Cove. Opponent draws. Pings. Okay, dive down to draw. Ping. Yup. Resolves. Now we play Rootbound Crag. Play Multani. Pass the turn. Worried about another Ixalan's Binding. We only have 2 Multanis. We really need this one to get the job done. If we draw our Thud and can somehow find a counter or tap our opponent out, we can Scapeshift for enough lands to just win. Opponent, sack and treasure, sack and treasure. Sack and treasure. Cleansing Nova. Artifacts, enchantments. And Niv Mizzet. Okay. We draw. Land. I'll play the land. Do we go for it? Oh my goodness. Alright, we got a plan. I don't know if it'll work. Let's see if this works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh man, Scapeshift kill? So we Scapeshift. Opponent gets to draw a card. Opponent pings. We get a counter. Sack all of our lands. Actually, let's leave 1 Arch Varaska. So sacrifice 11 lands. Get all the lands out of our deck. Star of Extinction. Opponent draws. We get a counter. Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Oh, no counter. No counter. Opponent pings. Opponent. Syncopate. Pings. Okay. Combat. Attack. Oh, it worked! Scapeshift! Whoa! Whoa! That's the Scapeshift kill! Oh! We grew Multani big enough to survive a Star of Extinction! It's the only creature in Standard that can do that! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! It had 22 damage marked on it, but it was 23. Oh man, the Scapeshift dream coming through. Lord. All right. Wow, that was sweet. That was... That is exactly what we're dreaming for when we decide to play a janky Scapeshift deck. That is exactly it. Oh, Lord. Sweet. So what do we learn this week about Multani Thud Scapeshift for Standard? And overall, we played 5 matches. We ended up winning 3 of them, which is like 60% match win percentage. As far as games, a little bit worse, 13. We won 6, which is slightly under 50%. But overall, the deck was actually fairly reasonable. We did not absolutely blow people out too much. We played a lot of really close matches, although that goes for some of our losses as well. Like the Izzet Drakes deck, we were super close to stabilizing. Against the zombie deck, we almost had it. I thought we did, but we just barely could not finish the game off. So we played a lot of really close games, and more importantly, our combo actually worked. We were able, in some of our games, to just go absolutely insane with Scapeshift and do exactly what we were planning to do. We had some Teyova games where we just drew tons of cards. We had some absurd Multani games. The one against Jeskai Control, the finish of that in game 3, wow, that was something that you would only have happen with exactly Scapeshift and exactly Multani, being able to grow our Multani big enough to not only one-shot our opponent, but big enough that it would survive our Star of Extinction to sweep away our opponent's blocker and close out the game. That was absolutely spectacular. So we got to do some really sweet, really cool things. As far as the rest of the deck, we did get to thud our World Shapers and get back all of our lands and do some of that stuff. But really, World Shapers still isn't super exciting. We do need a lot of things to kind of come together for that plan to work. We need the Scapeshift, we need the World Shaper, we need it not to get exiled by something, we need the Thud or a way to make our opponent kill it. So the deck felt more functional than I imagined. When I heard we were playing Scapeshift in Standard, I had this kind of fear in my stomach, the lump in my throat, that we were going to cast Scapeshift for no value, just kind of churn through our lands, and then have our opponent counter our World Shaper or our Mending of Dominaria, and just kind of do nothing at all. But really, the deck was surprisingly functional, and Scapeshift, while we certainly had games where it wasn't ideal, and we didn't even cast it in some games, because the situation just wasn't where we wanted it to be to actually close out the game, we also saw the power of the card. Just literally getting every land out of our deck is very powerful. Our draws are suddenly insane. The ramping potential is there, and it can do some really sweet things. We cast an Expansion Explosion X20 to close out a game, so we definitely got to see the good of Scapeshift. There's also the bad of Scapeshift. We struggled a bit against aggro, especially if we get a clunky draw, did not draw our red mana on time for our sweepers or whatever. There is a possibility that our opponent just curves out, attacks us, we draw a little bit poorly, and we get run over. That is a thing that's going to happen. Our deck is slow, we don't have that much removal, because instead of removal, we're playing all these wacky combo pieces, the Scapeshifts and the World Shapers and the Thuds, but when it comes together, it is really sweet and really powerful, and more importantly, a ton of fun. Like, I think that last game was one of my favorite games of Magic we'd played in a long time, and just how that worked out. We also had a really sweet game against the blue-green ramp deck where we just did crazy thing and had so many lands and were able to do just so many sweet fun things. So the deck is probably like medium as far as how competitive it actually is. Aggro is a big concern. Counter spells can be a problem as well, although we do have sideboard cards to help against both of those things. But the deck was really fun. That's the most important thing. We did some super crazy things, and when we lost, we mostly just got run over. There are a couple of matches where it didn't go well. It just went really bad. We lost quickly, moved on to the next one for another shot of doing really sweet things, and we did some really sweet things along the way. So anyway, that's been Multani Thud Scapeshift for Standard, and that's been our Against the Odds deck for this week. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.